this window. This guy. Okay. We're getting set up here. What I want. Okay. So that's what we're going to do today. This is my Kanban board that I'm doing to organize myself. And we are going to add some head movement. So right now, let me just open the project. This is not the project. This is the build your own interpreter project. Ausland is where we want to go. Okay. What is going on? Build. Why is this red? Use of undeclared identifier assert. This is red right at the beginning. What the hell? I'm gonna restart this editor. It's been dumb with me lately. Stop it. Go back down. All right. Still being dumb? Usually that does it. All right. Well, we are going to go in, do this slightly differently. So get rid of idea, get rid of, no, I don't want to zoom. Idea, CMake dist. Really close. That should do it, right? Yeah, whatever. Application, let's see if that fixed the issue. That looks better. And we can build that. That looks better, much better. Here. All right. So to show you what I got so far, we have, and you won't be able to see much, but we have a cube. We have a camera moving in circles, and cubes moving in the distance, rotating with a depth buffer. Now what I want to do is stop the automatic movement of the camera. I want to stop the automatic movement of the camera. You can see it there. And then make it so that the camera moves with my head movement, right? So it knows where I am in 3D space-ish. So, with that said, let's kill this compositor. All right, so how do we want to start doing that? So the first thing, we want to kill that movement, right? So that's in here. Camera, this is the translation, this is fine, but in update here, we don't need this anymore. Okay, that'll fix the movement. Just run that, see exactly where I'm at. If I'm in a good position, that should be good enough. All right, cool. And I got 2 cubes right there. All right. So, don't mind the shoulder thing. It's an ice pack. Shoulder's been hurting since I've been doing the recovery on this stuff. So, head movement. Now, the way head movement works is I want to say that when we go into this render frame, we're getting this left eye pose, right eye pose, right? Make a head position. Let's look at. God dang it! Come on. Let's look at the old code I have here. So YouTube engine. How is it getting head position here? So it's probably in my rendering layer, my OpenXR layer. Get backend type. Head position. Doesn't really show. I feel like it's going to be something to do with so let's find our view. No, let's look at camera here. Create uniform buffer, upload data, camera scene params. Projection, view, eye orientation, eye position. Okay, so eye dot position, and this is an eye info. So it is inside here. So in theory, as a very basic way of doing this, we get the eye pose info here. Gross. Render frame. What do I call render frame? Update and then render frame. So what I want to do probably is get we give a function so I can get this whenever I want, right? What does this say? No, in my rendering here, render eye, where I'm passing the view, right? My view is here. And I have the eye pose info here. So let's just say we take the the camera object needs to be actually physically moved. I don't want it to just inject it into rendering. I want the camera object to move itself with my headset. So to accomplish this, I get these here, get eye pose info. Yeah, I can just call get eye pose info. Right? I made that? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's try that. I'm gonna update, do render get eye pose info. Predicted display. Oh. What's going on here? Where am I getting frame infos here? This is where we're getting predicted display time. Let me. The problem is whenever I Google anything about OpenXR, it always gives me like Unity documentation. Or get head position. Use space property from one projecting from a user into another space to obtain a targeting ray or when rendering. Trying to get an object to appear in front of the viewer and then stay there. I got this to work by calculating the center point between the two eyes and using the direction of the left eye using data from XR locate views. Let's check XR locate views. Can I call that one? XR locate views. You locate info. I think this is where the predict display time is. Next must be null or pointer. View configuration type. Space must be a valid. So that if I give this a 0, then I mean that. I mean we can give it a shot. See what happens. All right. Do it like that. And then we'll say auto eye positions. Feels weird because this gives me both eyes. I just want the headset location, right? Into another space, obtain a targeting ray when rendering small head lock content such as the reticle. View reference space. You'll need XR locate views to render and can log those. Pose actions for the controller and create an action space for each, then use XR locate space. The space for the head and controllers you want to read. This is your main space, reference relative to which you will read all poses. Create it with XR using local. Head and controllers require spaces to be created in a different way. Head. Create it with XR create reference space with reference type XR reference space type view. So I need to create a headset position. And then controllers is different, but headset, it looks like I need to create a reference space type view. Get any pose you need. I'm so confused. Well, not confused, I just... let's see if this guy has any information. This is input. All the videos. These are not physical but logical commands. They're a group. 8 drawing. What's the view matrix giving me? This is giving me a pose position for each of the eyes. Now I does this make sense? I want to say that it doesn't fully make sense. If I want to get the head position, maybe OpenAI, maybe ChatGPT will have thoughts for me. Always good to check ChatGPT every once in a while. How would I go about getting the headset location in space in open XR active view? Initialize OpenXR, yeah. Create an XR session, yeah. Configure session space, yeah. Begin the XR session, yes. This data includes the headset position and orientation to chosen coordinate space. Process. Extract the position orientation from the pose data provided by Open. Can you give me an example of asking for the HMD pose data? No, stop. In C++, using the OpenXR. Okay. Not Unity, please. Not you see. Yes. Begin session. Frame state. Frame info. Get headset. Pose data. Here. Oh, there it is. Create a space. Create space. Locate space. We still need the frame predicted time. How would I get the predicted time before calling XR wait frame whatever? XR to query the predicted time for a specific. Here's an updated version. Predicted display time. Where did I do that? Here. XR wait frame. Like that. You can retrieve the predicted. You can then use this frame this time when calling it. Okay. Is that accurate? Did OpenXR just solve my problem? So frame weight info. Fill in the other. Can you not truncate this? No, you just did. I said, then I don't want a truncated version. Come on, ChatGPT. All right. All right. I'm annoyed, but okay, but that's fine. XR wait frame. Let's go look at what's going on in XR wait frame. Slash XR wait frame. So we don't give it a frame state. This looks wrong. I'm gonna look at XR wait frame here and see if I can wait frame. Stalls, you have a frame in order synchronizing the frame submission with the display. XR wait frame returns a predicted display time for the next time that the runtime predicts a composite frame will be. Affect this computation by changing the return values and throttling XR wait in response to feedback from frame submission completion time for XR end frame. Match each XR wait frame call with one call to XR begin frame. A subsequent XR wait frame call must block until the previous frame has begun with XR begin frame and must unblock independently of the corresponding call. Should compute the appropriate target display time using both the prediction. Now, I should use the computed target display time when requesting space and view locations for rendering. The XR frame state predicted display time must be monotonically increasing. The runtime may dynamically adjust the start time of the frame interval relative to display. Must be callable from any thread. So I've got an XR wait frame. So ChatGPT lied to me about beginning predicted. They just made shit up. He was just hallucinating. But begin frame here. I mean, I guess begin frame doesn't need to be done. So here I've got it tucked away inside the render frame. I got it tucked away here. Now what I'm guessing is I want to put optional frame info. So what I will do is I will delete that, change inside parentheses. I will say const frame info reference, reference frame info, like that. This would be Oz frame info, and then in here we'll put this back because I also needed to grab that one. Now we will find the recorder. What the hell are you doing? Render frame. Do this here. Put reels. Alright, whatever. Hey, come on now. I'm having some issues. So this will be auto frame info is equal to renderer begin frame. That's good. Then here we will just say if cool. All right, that should work. And let's just say speed log error failed to get frame info or failed to begin frame exiting. Okay, and then this will be frame info value. And then we need to go to application.h and go to render frame, change inside the parens, const Oz frame info, that. good. And we actually want the same thing inside our update function. So const frame info, and then go to our update. Update. Oops. Frame info dot value. Okay, and then we go into update. Counts. Good. All right. Now in theory, this should. Oh, I've got error too. Right. Frame info. This is dot predicted. And this is just frame info. Done. All right. Now in theory, that should give me what I had before. My cubes, please. No, you're gonna crash. All right, failed to begin frame. That is a shame. Now, why did that fail? It doesn't want to say. While running, render update. So, no available cache found. That's fine. Begin frame. Failed to wait for frame. Oh. Frame should not be rendered. I think that's the issue there. It's going to say frame should not be rendered, right? Session state change to idle. The session is not initialized. So, make sure we close this properly. So the session's not opening. So, what happens if I just take that out then? Failed to locate views. Okay. I mean, it's running now. Failed to locate views minus 30. Oh, that's here. Okay. Damn it. Oh, I just probably killed my renderer. Damn it. All right. But this would be frame info dot predicted display time, right? No, I don't need. Come on. I don't want iPose info. Not what I want. I need to locate space, so it would be like, well, first, it just ensure that this is actually what is causing that error. I'm 95% sure it was. Yes. So that error was definitely caused by that call, which makes sense. Now, if I, from there, uncomment this, go to the end and just get rid of this. And this is going to be a capital P. Now, in theory, this shouldn't give me an error. Yeah, it's not giving me an error. Not what I want, but it's not giving me an error. Now, ChatGPT lined up pretty well with what I was trying to accomplish before. The song is not great. What about this one? Okay. So I need to create a new function, which, all right, so I need to create a space, right? Let me see if I can find an article that's not ChatGPT. It's this one here. See what this has to say. X for reference space type. An XR space handle for references created using a XR create reference space with specifying a chosen reference space type. And a pose within a natural reference space frame. Description. Available reference space types are indicated by X enumerate reference spaces. Note that other spaces can be created as well, such as a pose action created by XR create action space, which are not enumerated by that API. Tracks the view origin used to generate view transforms for the primary viewer, or centroid of view origin to stereo, with Y up, X to the right, Z forward, Z negative forward. This space points in the forward direction for the viewer without incorporating the user's eye orientation and is not gravity aligned. Points in the forward direction for the viewer without incorporating user's eye orientation. And view space will stay at a fixed point on head-mounted displays and may be uncomfortable to view if too large. To obtain the ideal view and projection transforms to use each frame for rendering world content. To obtain the ideal view and projection transform. So I'm supposed to use XR locate views. And this gives us both views. Return the view and projection info for a particular display time. This time is typically the target display time for a given frame. With the same time may not necessarily return the same result. Instead, the prediction gets increasingly accurate. XR locate views returns an array of XR view elements, one for each view of the specified view configuration type, along with an XR view state containing additional state data shared across all views. There's nothing here. View stage flag bits. Okay, this just says whether the orientation or position is tracked. The XR view state and XR view member data may change on subsequent calls XR, and so applicant must not assume that it is constant. So I do need to use this. but I'd like to do this not inside of. So this is what I want. So we would say this is kind of annoying because it's getting the view matrix is camera object. View is here. So I guess my get view matrix here can just take in the eye pose info then, right? So get view matrix here. I'd put in a const pause eye pose info reference eye pose info. Let's import that. Come on. Import that. And then in the renderer, so not in the render, in the application, maybe I don't need all this frame info stuff up here. But I do want to move the camera with the head. So maybe I don't do it like that. Maybe we have transform component, and let's just say maybe we say, but the position. This makes no sense. OpenXR move camera with head. I don't want Unity. I don't understand why I'm having trouble doing this. All right. C++, back, head, movement. Hand tracking. Head. Player's head in VR environment as they will follow player's movement and runtime. So when the player. This is what's annoying about this SDK is that there's no fucking information anywhere. Okay. Head tracking. This maybe. I'm gonna go with what I was doing before. So what I was leaning, was gonna lean towards here rendering. Where's in here? Render. All right, let's do. I don't know what it's gonna return, but get head position. Yeah, it's gonna be const. This is not gonna be const. This is gonna be lazy load a reference space for now. What are we doing? We're going to get iPose info. Get iPose info. And then after this is where I'm gonna put this. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to create if no view reference space created. Create it. But before I do that, I want to put here, I've got XR, got an XR space somewhere in here, application space, XR space, view space, perfect. All right. If XR view space equal XR null handle. Come on, Copilot. You're supposed to be helping me with this kind of stuff. Oh, there we go. That looks right. Pose and reference space. Pose and reference space. What is a pose? What should the pose and reference space be? I'm going to start with OpenAI because they what should my pose in reference space be? I want to say it could be the identity. Output space location and headset pose. The headset pose obtained relative to this view space. You need to set the type XR type space location. What? Not what I want. No, I mean pose and reference space in my XR create space. When creating an XR reference space type view, what should pose in reference space be in the XR what's the struct name? Reference space create info. We set to the to an identity pose. This means the position or orientation of the reference will be at the origin 0, with no rotation. So it should be an identity pose. No. XR pose F identity. There we go. That looks right. Like that. No, I don't know why it just delete inside squirrelies. Yeah, this is all I need. And then I can just do pose like this. Pose. Failed to create OpenXR view reference space. Okay. Space location. Locate space. Current frame time. Okay, I do want that. This tells me what I want. So I need a. Let's make it a const frame info. Frame info reference. Come on, reference. Frame info. Like this. Let's add that to the declaration. Change. Oops. Change inside. Come on. Change inside. Inside. Come on. Oh, I'm just hitting the wrong buttons. Change inside this. Const frame info. Info. Okay. All right. And then this will be frame info dot predicted display time. Head position. Okay, cool. Now, what I'm going to do is yeah, we should. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to make a new struct here. Struct head location, head orientation, head pose info. There we go. Cool. Now, we will want to go to get head. Change this to head pose info, and we will change this one head pose info. Return. Okay, it should be an optional. No. Head pose info. Cool. Now we'll make this an optional up here. Head pose info. All right. Now we've got that. Now this is going to be a null optional. Yep. It's going to be a stood. Yep. What does that look like? Quad space location, orientation. Okay. All right, so now this should be not terrible. This is gonna give us somewhere to begin with, hopefully. Now here, head info. we change this to get head position, and this one will just be find this, move, delete this. All right. Now we're going to say, no, we don't want to translate it every thing. We want to basically set the head position, right? Yeah, set head pose. We'll do this. Okay. And we'll go here. We'll put a void set head pose. Oops. Nope, that's not what I want. We do want to import this. Yeah, head pose doesn't exist. So when we get the view matrix, so what we're going to do is at the beginning here, change this to head pose. Like this. And then with that done, with our get view matrix, here it is. So we have this, and we'll say times. We actually want to make that a transform. How are we doing inside transform component? So we've got here, we got what? mat1, so translate rotation. So we want to I have a feeling this is not going to work. Like I think it's going to, but let's build head pose matrix. Let's see. Yep. Yes. Yes. This is orientation. Then build view matrix. No. Oh yeah. Just put head pose. Oops. Head pose matrix. Okay, well that's going to give us something. In theory. Whether it's going to give us anything useful is a different story. What do we got? It's doing something. Ooh. Ooh. Definitely doing something. I did something right. Let me move this over here. See what's going on here. So whatever's going on is going on wrong. Well, that's wrong, but it does something. All right. So first thing we're going to do, we are going to see what happens if we put the view matrix after. head pose matrix. See what happens when I do that. Okay. It is not. Okay. So we're getting closer. Now, what I think I need to do, and let me just close this, is I need to add them together rather than do it this way, because it's not going to work. So if I create a new transformation matrix, so let's just say create new transformation matrix. I just got, okay. Come on, map for transform, right? No, I want to do a new transform component, and this will be, I guess it'll be transform component. We're going to make a copy of our transform component, and then we are going to translate this. We want to translate, it's in the parentheses, ci this, translate by the head pose dot position. We want to rotate by head pose dot orientation, and then inside parens, no. Inside parens, BLM inverse. No, I don't want this, right? Here, I don't want it. All right. Now in theory, this should, every frame, add the head orientation position to my transform matrix. So let's see, where's so it seems to be much doing what I was doing before. I don't get it. So what? Times -1. No. Here, let's start with just the position, right? Because the issue seems to be mostly with the orientation. So if I can start with just getting the head pose position. So seems to be doing the opposite. Let's see. It did give me XR pose F. XR pose F. All right. When using the rotation determinant is always applied before the translation described by position. So like, it seemed to me that, come on. I don't know where I saw that reference where it was saying which orientation, all of the... Okay. Up and down. Now if I go this way, okay, the translation is right now. Ish. I mean, at least up and down is working. Now I need to get this orientation working. Once the orientation is working, I'll be able to oops. Okay. That's gonna be all wrong, I'm sure. Where are you? There you are. There you are. Okay. It is super wrong. But what the fuck? Drifting too. Move forward. This fucked. Why is this working? You know, this worked. So actually I could probably use the reference that we have here. And we look for projection. What we have here. So the view matrix is the inverse of X, Y, and Z. And it is a W, X, Y, Z. Okay. So I need to make a new quad here. Actually, I can do that in here. Oh, I already did that for me. W, X, Y, Z. The view matrix is the inverse of translation times rotation. Okay, well, let's see what happens if I just remove. So we know that for now. We do this. BLM, oops. BLM inverse like this. I got double inverses here. So what I actually want to do. All right. Oh, come on. Shut this down while I'm thinking about it. This is GLM. No, okay, no. You can just take this map pose matrix here. Head pose matrix. Come on. All right. Now, in theory, this should give me roughly something. No, let's. This is not correct. God dang it. If I get rid of this inverse. I didn't mean to put it down so abruptly. It's gonna crash probably. Yeah, it crashed. I gotta close my VR compositor. Close this. VR monitor. Let's give you that window back in case there's anyone here watching. I don't think there is, but you know. I don't know why this went full screen. All right, properties, select window. This one. Okay. Now, if we hit play now. Now it's not, oh. Now it's not inverted, and it's correct. This is exactly what I want, all right? All right, we're at a known good state now. Now, looking straight this way. Now, ignoring the camera orientation, ignoring this. Head pose matrix times equal equal GLM translate head pose matrix transform component dot get translation. All right. Now, in theory, this should just have moved me away from. Look at this. I can move closer. All right. Fantastic. Okay. We are getting closer. We are getting closer, guys. Dismiss. Now we can take here times like this, right? Oh, hell yes. It worked. It worked. So I need this. I am so fucking happy. Now, we don't want to scale anyway. We don't need scale. Fantastic. I'm happy. So I'm facing the wrong direction now, right? So in theory, I should be able to like rotate this by 45 degrees too far. That's cube. So we should what? Camera objects, rotate, rotation. Y by 180 degrees. No, I just want I think 90 degrees is enough. Let's see. No, which way did I fantastic. But now you notice it's all fucked up. My seems like translation's still working, but why left and right is good. Up and down. I see. Up and down for my X Why my Z are screwed up? Camera object rotate. Turn in. How do I do my cube object then? Cube. Rotate. Degrees, axis. TLM rotate. Rotation. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to change this to... This is not even using a transform component, but... what's my transform component taking? Rotation by quad, right? Yeah. How can I do rotation? I mean, would changing the order of these make a difference? The order of quaternion. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, it does matter. Ooh. Ooh, baby. Left and right seem to be changing me in the wrong direction. I know that for a fact that translation doesn't matter, but what does moving backwards give me? What's it doing? Let's move. I'm gonna go off screen for a second so I can check what's going on. That. Moving forward. Don't seem to be doing much. So forward and backwards. This should be going side to side now. Not doing anything. Oh, it is. It's going side to side. So my whatever reason, for translation, my axes are wrong. So I need to do. I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna guess. Let's see. Now it's the inside here. No. It's inside renderer, I think, at head position. So here, XYZ is here. Now, space XR space location. Let's see if I can find the documentation for that. Do. don't know why I couldn't find XR space location. XR locate space. I'm so close. I'm so freaking close. What coordinate system? Let me go back here. What coordinate system is XR locate? XR space location return in. Provide the pose information and reference space to the XR case the coordinate space. The XR structure can memory pose. Also, different. You can use a standard matrix on for libraries like GLM. How would a XR space location? The Vulkan coordinate system. Cartesian right-handed. Right-handed. All right. What handedness is a Vulkan coordinate system? Positive axis point toward the positive y and the positive z axis points towards the viewer. Projection view. Y-axis points upwards. The positive z-axis points towards the viewer. Yeah, so it's the same hand coordinate system. Like the only thing I can think of is to flip the y and set the x and the z, right? I mean, seems kind of hacky to have to do it this way. What is this complaining about? Possibly in wrong order. Yeah, I did that on purpose. I mean, I get it, but all right. So now this is backwards. Left and right does it properly. Up and down. So it was right. I mean, move forward and backwards now. So, for whatever reason, that seems to have done what I needed to do. So, but watch this. This looks right. All right, well, let's move over here. Yeah, everything's behaving as it should not. Now to ensure that this is actually doing what it's supposed to now. I don't know why I need to do this. I need to switch these X and Y positions. But you know, it is what it is. I might need to revisit it at some point, but we'll see. One step at a time. All right, so we got the view location. What I want to do was leave this 0 units. Basically leave me on top of the cube that's spinning. The reason I want to do this is so that when I'm on top of it, like so, now I can attach for real. Go left, left, go back, go forward, down I go. Hell yeah, I do. Now this is a one unit cube. So on the floor, it is on the floor, and it's right above me. Yeah, this feels almost exactly right. And then 1 meter. Yeah, 1 unit is 1 meter. Fantastic. This is amazing. I did it. All right. I think it's time for the customary for me. Give me a second. I cue it up. We did it, guys. Hell yeah, we did. Fucking did it. Oh yeah, we did. All right, I think we can call that done. We fucking did it, guys. We fucking did it, boys. All right, with that done, we can take this and we can do a good old this. Boom. So, it's a little bit on the late side now. It's 10 o'clock, since we did do it, and I know it's shorter than the usual. Usually I would do this for more than just an hour and a half here, but I don't have, next thing is to start working with OpenXR actions, and I don't have the patience to do that tonight. So that said, we're gonna call that done for the night, and yeah, I'll see you next time. But we fucking did it, boys. We did it.